Yeah, honestly, I think this opens things up, and this could be PattyMac's tournament.
Oh my gosh, yeah, this is a first. Eggs, and I hate to say it, but I do believe PattyMac is the better player here that will become victorious. So PattyMac versus Eggs in the finals, that's like unheard of, and honestly, kind of the finals we all deserve. Like after watching these players for so long, we haven't got to see them in the finals, so it's actually pretty nice here. Pretty nice. And speaking of pretty nice, this player up here in the top left, playing for a pretty nice team. You should know them. They are called Exxon Gaming, and you are looking in the main base of the Red Zerg. It is the coolest name in the business, ETpwnHome.
And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Simulacrum LE, we have the American Protoss player representing Risen from the Gosu. It is PattyMac.
Indeed, indeed. This is probably not the best time to mention it, but don't forget, guys, there's a Matcherino code, !Matcherino in the chat, and you can donate $1 for free on your behalf to the prize pool winnings. And the rich will get richer. I'm just kidding. These players aren't rich. They're out here playing video games for a couple bucks every day, blood, sweat, and tears.
Yeah. And it's cool to see again, because we were kind of talking about it. These players, ETpwnHome, PattyMac, Eggs, like this is kind of their tournament to take, because Cham isn't here, Special isn't here, like the kind of the heavy hitters, Pili. Now it's kind of opened up for a new champion.
Yeah, it's like there's like a whole gang of bullies, and like the head bully isn't there, so now everyone's like, I could run this place. This could be mine. I could do it. And that's what they're at right now. Like, Cham's wrecked it, and then Cham doesn't show up, and Special's here. So it's usually predetermined, but it's a little more spicy today, knowing that it's anybody's.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, definitely. Really, we said it from the beginning, and it is not, the bracket has not disappointed from what I expected. Like, just from the beginning, who was it? Perark lost to I'm Eurotrash. I feel like Perark is better than Eurotrash. I'm not 100% sure, though. I mean, obviously, he lost today. And then, obviously, second round, Paco Mike was a crazy upset. At least to me, beating Eurotrash. And then Paco Mike versus PattyMac. And here we are. PattyMac. PattyMac's a gangster.
Yeah, definitely. And he's going to have to take on, I think, another one of his... They aren't teammates, but they do play often pretty regularly. So we'll see how he does against a player like ETpwnHome.
Huh. So this is unfortunate. I don't know what he's going for, but I hope it's not Mutas.
Yeah, he's getting 2 gases at the front, so maybe he's making it look like Mutas, because he's making it look like he has all his gases, when in his main base he doesn't have any. So that'd maybe cool. He's trying to trick.
I've been liking this opening. People are going for like 4 queens before they expand. And a fast layer. Yeah, there's a layer. I don't know all the technicalities of this. What were you gonna say?
Nidus. Yeah, that's what I was going for. Nidus. Is that what we're seeing?
If he gets a 3rd gas here soon, then it should be either that or speed roaches. One of the two. Against Protoss, honestly, roaches are pretty damn solid.
All right, here we go. So we do have a roach one. We do have almost a full wall off, I think. I don't know if that's a full one.
He's got to open.
Yeah, it's open a little bit. So we do have kind of this semi-full wall off. No 3rd base, which, to be fair, PattyMac should identify. But there's no spore.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad.
No. Oh, God. So many workers are going to go down. Only 3 so far, which is pretty good, to be honest. But he's losing a lot of mining time.
Yeah, not too much damage on the Oracle, which is good. Not ideal to lose anything if you're only taking out 3 workers, but he only made 1 Oracle, so he got his money worth. And now he's going into Phoenix. Ooh, I don't know if that's the right choice.
Yeah, the Phoenix won't be able to help.
Mass Phoenix is good against Roach if you got a lot of Phoenixes. A lot of Phoenix Eye,
I mean,
Phoenixies.
to be fair, as we do see the Nidus being thrown down, the Phoenix can clean up Overlord, so it could be a little bit hard to get a Nidus across the map with this Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh, still no Spore! Oh, God. And he spots the Nidus as well with the Oracle.
Oh, yeah. I do love that it's Nidus, though.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, the Phoenix is over there catching the Overlord.
Yeah.
And Overseer. It should still be able to make it, though, because it is fast. But if you're going to go Nidus, I feel like you should just go Overlord speed, honestly. Oh, man, this is rough.
Yeah, the changeling goes
Great
down
hold
as
here
well.
by PattyMac.
Exactly.
PattyMac's a gangster, like I said.
Oh, he just throws it down anyway.
Yeah, he literally throws it down nowhere because even the stalkers can shoot it from the high ground. That was literally just like a YOLO, throw it down to throw it down. Even if he came out, you want to have queens in this to avoid the Void Ray. That's crazy. PattyMac's not even going for a Void Ray. That's normally like the defensive move.
Yeah, and now ET, he's forced to just run across the map. Like, he has to do something with this
he's gonna
army.
get the Lings caught out.
The army gets caught out. Yep, there we go. The Lings are gonna go down. It's just
he's going so late on roach speed. I think he should have just gone all in on roaches, skip the roach speed, make more roaches, make more queens, shove it in the Nidus Worm, and pop out at the other end.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
like PattyMac's being kind of. Actually, he has 3 immortals already. That's pretty freaking scary.
Exactly.
Or 2, and the 3rd one on the way.
He already has immortals ready, and they're going to do so well against this roach-based army. There's no third. You know, he checks, he confirms, there's nothing there. And breaking this natural with 1 Ravager. If he had more Ravagers, maybe, but.
So here's where he messed up. I mean, I guess obviously the Knights didn't work, but normally when you're doing a roach push, once you get there, you have a couple, like at least 3 Ravagers, you save up the gas for it, and then you follow up with speed, Ling speed. And that way you can reinforce with all the extra minerals, because you'll have minerals, but you won't have gas after making roaches. Yeah. And here he doesn't have Ling speed, so right now he has a lot of minerals, but he can't follow up with slow Lings, because slow Lings will do nothing here. And so I think that's what's going to ruin the game here for ETpwnHome. This is going to be GG. That is fortunate, though. He did take that out, and now nothing but Zealots can be warped in, but there's just nothing here. A couple roaches, there's shield batteries, there's 4 immortals out.
Everything's dying at home as well to just 2 adepts, and he's trying to get that 1 immortal. He gets it, but
he should have recalled the immortal to the main. That would have been funny. Got him. He just wanted to get that last unit. That was funny. Yeah, man. I wish he would have like got Ling speed and reinforced with some Lings.
Yeah, I mean, as we were saying, either way, the Nidus just didn't work out. Like that push was kind of just hindered from the beginning. You know, he had Oracle defense.
That was
as
just
well.
a good game. That was just, it was rough. And I'm glad there's actually some like Cosmos gaming people here, because for like the first time in history, I want to say, Eggs has a real chance of winning the entire tournament.
Yeah,
Eggs is in the finals right now, awaiting PattyMac.
Yeah, I think.
Or ETpwnHome, whoever wins, you know.
It's true. Don't count him out just yet. All right.
He's not counted out, but I'm not holding my breath for him to make it. I wouldn't bet on ETpwnHome. I am a fan of ETpwnHome, coolest name in the biz, but you know, stats are stats. If I'm putting my money down on something, it is on PattyMac.
Yeah, like PattyMac, you know, he's kind of been marinating for the past 6 months, you know, and it's finally time to put him in the oven, right? But ET, like he's still got some time to go. Okay, he's getting there, but
yeah. Like you just stuck a fork in ET, and you're like, nah, not yet. Almost though. Almost.
Exactly.
Couple more minutes. A little bit more time, it will be good.
Yeah.
PattyMac asking for 30 seconds so he can just bask in the glory of how his rush worked. He didn't even rush. I don't know what that was. His defense worked.
Yeah. So,
it's really unfortunate when your opponent tries to Nidus wearing roaches and you already have 3 immortals out on the other side of the map. Feels bad, man.
Well, it also goes to show like why something like a Stargate opener is so common or so standard is that like you go in, you deal damage. More importantly, you get scouting in case something like that is coming. He saw the Nidus so early on. He saw the roaches as well, the roach warren early on as well, so he could prepare for it, and he was just ready.
It's honestly kind of grinds my gears that when I play the ladder, no Protoss. I'm a Zerg. No Protoss ever opens with the Stargate. It's ridiculous because that's all I see in pro games. So I'm like, all right, I think I know how to hold the Stargate, and then it just never comes. I'm like, okay, well, what do I do now? it's very upsetting. It upsets me, but nonetheless, here we are. It is going to be a Stargate. I guarantee it. It always is. At least from PattyMac. Oh, I said his name. But in the bottom left-hand corner, the opposite player in the red, Zerg pieces, playing for Exxon Esports Gaming Team Clan. It is none other than ETpwnHome.
And spawning in the top right-hand corner of Eternal Empire LE, we have the American Protoss player currently up 1-0 in this best of 3. He is representing Risen from the Gosu. He is PattyMac.
I really want to know where you got his name from.
Isn't PattyMac, is that like a phrase? Is that like a children's phrase, right? Like a.
All I know is like PattyMac, give a dog a bone.
Exactly. Yeah. That.
But I don't quite know what it means.
Yeah, me neither. Me neither. Not too sure.
Yeah.
I hope there's a story behind it. I hope it isn't like, oh yeah, I was just
There's also a restaurant called PattyMac's.
Oh, okay.
A burger place.
Yo, this probe, man.
Now I'm looking at Google now, not even watching the game. Let me watch Google.
We looking up PattyMac like, well, what is this?
Yeah. What is PattyMac? Yeah, it's a restaurant. Pretty sure it's a restaurant.
This is when we find out
really
that
like burgers.
Yeah, the day that he made his StarCraft 2 ID, he had happened to be eating PattyMac burgers.
Or we find out his parents really like the burgers and he's named after the restaurant.
His actual name is PattyMac.
His actual name is PattyMac. He's like, wow, guys, thanks for making me feel like shit about my name.
I just realized, because on Wikipedia, his name is Patrick. That's his first name.
Oh, oops. No, Patrick. Yeah, Patrick. That's not PattyMac. I guess Pat is short for Patrick, and then PattyMac was just maybe a nickname or something.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll tune in and then chime in and commentate.
Mm-hmm.
But I prefer the mystery.
But we were saying it earlier. We do have a Stargate opener coming out from PattyMac. He does it every single game.
I think he's gonna do a Stargate every game until the finals, and then he goes
Adepts.
Yeah, Resonating Glaive, Adepts.
Yeah. I agree. Or
proxy something, I don't know.
Yeah, we could see a proxy. We could. Something that's a little bit interesting
is ETs in the corner of the map, like in the far corner, north or south.
Yeah.
We'll see. I think PattyMac's going to save his good games for the finals.
Something that's interesting is that we do have a shield battery on the way for PattyMac. He is being a lot more defensive this game. I mean, I think that part of that is because he has almost no scouting. Like, looking at his vision, he just hasn't really seen much at all. He doesn't know what's coming. Not until this Oracle heads out across the map. So, yeah, just playing it safe.
Yeah. I always like the good old-fashioned 12 pool versus a Protoss. 12 pool for the win.
We could see Eggs do it. He did it against Dark Unnamed. Could do it against PattyMac.
Yeah. It would be nice to see. I feel like Aldina, did he get nothing? Or did he get one?
One. Just drone. One. Yeah.
Everybody gets one.
Yeah, I'm surprised these Lings haven't really done much. They're just here to see if there's a third coming down at any point. Maybe
it should be coming up in the next 30 seconds. And if it doesn't, then we should see ETpwnHome just smash a button of units. Now that shield battery does say that PattyMac is up to something.
Yeah.
Or scared of something. I don't like that he has the weak Oracle in front. Or maybe he only wants to take damage on one.
I'm not too sure. I mean, he does end up escaping in the end, saving all of his Oracles, so that is nice, but one of them is dangerously low. We'll see if that comes into play later.
I'm pretty sure it will. It's just a matter of when it comes into play.
6 gateways are being thrown down.
Sheesh.
It's a lot of gateways.
No Twilight, no nothing.
Yeah.
He's gonna go like Shield Zealots or...
We could be seeing, there it is, we've got a bunch of sentries on the way, got Immortals on the way, we could be seeing a Soul Train push come out from PattyMac.
Yeah. I enjoy watching the train pushes where they just come out with all the army. It's like a parade.
Yep.
It's kind of like what they're doing out here. It's honestly very annoying. I don't know what special occasions are, but people are driving around in parades of their cars and honking and playing music out their windows and holding signs in celebration of things. Since we're social distancing, it's awful.
What?
I'll be in my backyard and I'll just hear like honking and cars like forever, and then it'll just be like almost a mile long like convoy of people like with signs like "Happy Birthday, Grandma" or like something weird.
What?
I don't know what they're celebrating, but yeah. Since everything's shut down, people like celebrate things by driving in a convoy around people's neighborhoods, in front of people's houses and stuff.
What is happening in America? I'm like,
man,
this
sounds things.
This sounds crazy. This is like something you'd put in a movie or something. Like, oh my god,
that's America, man. You should visit sometime. It's awful. Like Australia has a bunch of crazy animals and bugs, and America just has a bunch of crazy people and traditions. It's very strange.
All right, well here we have it. We saw all those gateways go down earlier, and now we have the push coming. Oh boy.
I don't usually see this, but I called it. Like, if you're gonna go that many gates, you know, you can get stalkers because they don't really need any upgrades to do damage, and then force fields can save the day. He's harnessing his inner parting here.
Yep, pretty much, and we do see a couple force fields being thrown down. The oracles are getting, the sentries are getting pretty low.
He needs to warp in more sentries.
Yeah, he needs to just
like
warp
more
in
stalkers. I don't think will do anything here. Oh, there's already he's gonna see this, alright, because he is getting the Mutalisk Den out right now.
Oh wow, and it is gonna be spotted up. Yeah, okay, he does spot it. The end.
Yeah. Did he though?
Yeah, he spotted up morphing. It's all good.
He saw, but did he see it?
That's the real question.
Yeah. I would assume he did because he is putting down a forge. And it's just one forge, so it's not like he's going for double upgrades.
Yeah, I imagine it is.
Does he already have a forge? Huh, yeah, it's kind of late for a forge.
Yeah.
He's like, I guess I'll get +1.
I mean, he did go out with his push, and it didn't really deal too much damage, and now, you know, he backs off, he's saturating his third.
Yeah, there it is. I figured it's for cannons against the mutas, and
yeah.
There we have 1 cannon. 2 cannons. Actually, I think it's just 1.
We should be seeing a couple more thrown down in all the other bases.
Yeah.
But what's interesting is that Spire was not for mutas. He already has Hive, and he's going straight into Greater Spire.
Actually, we're not seeing any cannons go down. We're seeing Storm almost finish. So I think PattyMac is just trusting in his Storm.
Oh, wow. And he spots the morphing Greater Spire as well.
Wow, that's great. Yeah.
Okay.
And his reaction is blink. Genius.
His reaction is, all right, I got to push out across the map, which I like.
Yeah. His reaction is go, go, go.
Yeah. Taking up to Greater Spire like this so quickly is so interesting to me. I imagine that if the game goes on too long, like, we're going to need Stargates coming out from PattyMac, like double Stargate, like Tempest or something. But until then, I do like this. He's already being active out on the map.
Someone in the chat said, it's true. My mom told me she was driving around tomorrow for someone's retirement party.
What?
Yeah. That's actually a funny reason to do that for a retirement party. Imagine retiring in quarantine.
Oh,
like
my
you
God.
spent 60 years on the force, and then, I don't know why I say the force. I picture retirement as like a cop, like Riggs and Lethal Weapon, if anyone's seen that, but... like you're gonna retire and they're like 60 years we're gonna drive in front of your house and honk at you,
Like,
and then you just gotta awkwardly stand there and make eye contact with everybody honking, and your neighbors are watching like, oh, this is the jerk, his retirement's causing me to hear honking for 2 hours straight.
I don't understand these people.
Yeah. America's a strange place, man. I can't imagine what's going on in Florida right now. That's like a weird place. That like Americans are weird and we call Floridans weird, so that tells you a lot. When the weird people are like, those people are weird. But there's a StarCraft game going on here, guys. Double stasis ward, keeping all the banelings stuck, and
the Broodlords.
Broodlords got blinked on, I believe. Those stasis wards, I don't know how they're gonna work out when the banelings are freed. I don't know. Oh, he did warp in. Actually, no, he didn't warp in at home, so.
Yeah, he's warping in now.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. He should be okay. But yeah, there were 3 Broodlords. Two of them got sniped. There's only 1 left. He's morphing another 3 actually, and we'll see if that comes into play.
I'd rather just see him have Lings here and Banes. Like, he's gonna run out of shields eventually, and Banes are gonna just wreck the Stalker and Sentries. And also, there's no vision here, so Creep is just sitting there, giving ET all the vision he needs. All his Banes are just clumping up and dying for no reason. 2 get through, and they got locked out.
Yeah, now we're just...
They found a way around.
After all that Ling Bane got killed, he rotates around, gonna keep pushing, and the army of PattyMac just hasn't gone down. But there are more and more Broodlords, and we're getting to the point where the Broodlord count is getting a little bit scary.
Yeah. I think PattyMac's gonna close it out here. He blinks.
Yeah.
Archons in the back and Immortals are just destroying everything. Corrosive Bile. Ooh, blinks right out of him, and he does take the Biles, but he's still survived enough, and I think all the Stalkers will go down here, but the Archon Immortals are alive and they're retreating now.
Yeah, he needs to retreat, especially since we do have a couple more Broodlords morphing in and more Lings. PattyMac took a pretty hefty loss there, pretty expensive loss.
I thought he got Storm a long time ago.
He got the Templar Archives, not Storm. Storm.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. It's a little bit late for Storm, but it'll help here. I would like to see ETpwnHome actually go into a different composition. Obviously, he's getting the Broodlords. He's getting some Corruptors now. But he's on Lings. Like, I don't know. Mix it up. Throw in some Hydras, more Ravagers.
Yeah, I am worried for PattyMac because his goal was to try and end the game, and he almost did, but ET held on, and now he has the better tech. Like, he has the Broodlords out. It's on kind of this like harass to deal a lot of damage and buy PattyMac time. Well,
in my opinion, I feel like I might be giving a little bit too much credit to the Zealots, but PattyMac's being smart. Broodlords are known for being
slow.
Famously slow, and Zealots are famously cheap and fast. So I think if you like when you're down as a Protoss, just send Zealots to every base. That seems to be the go-to move. Oh, this base is just gonna finish, but it's taking so much damage from the Link. It's gonna go down. There's no way he can save it. Oh man, that's rough. That is rough. But however, actually ETpwnHome is a crazy bank. He needs to keep doing Ling run buys.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure these...
I like this. Yeah, ETpwn has a good defense. He's got plenty of static. He's got Corruptors on the defense. Ling's ready for the offense, and now PattyMac has to stay home.
Yeah, and finally we do have that switch into
Void
Skytoss. We got Void Rays, and we have Void Ray speed as well. Okay.
This is weird. I kind of like it, though. I kind of like it. It feels like a desperation move or a BM move. One of the two.
It feels like we were talking about NA before. It feels like it's either like big brain or the smallest brain. I don't understand.
It's probably like PattyMac's like, I'm just so good. Like, dude, I'm just gonna Void Ray you and you're done for. But also, you know, he could be like, oh crap, what can I make? I can't get carriers out. Let me get Void Rays.
Yeah.
And but honestly, this might be something that PattyMac stole from someone or is his own little thing. But Void Rays doesn't sound too bad here. They trade well against Corruptors, I believe. I think it's because they do extra damage against Armored with their little thing. And the speed upgrade, guys, let me tell you, that thing makes these Void Rays very fast.
Yeah.
Like, you can't chase them down with Queens. And they're really just a nice buffer here. He is now getting the later tech, which is
there's not enough Corruptors here.
Wow, this is a good... Oh, a lot of transfuses, though. He needs to focus fire down the Queens. The Corruptors aren't even joining in the fight.
Yeah, he's actually just diving on the Brood Lords.
Out for the Broods, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I like him. I think he was indecisive there too much. A little bit too much indecisiveness.
Yeah, I think
he should have gone for the Queens.
Either way, he did get value. Like, he picked off a couple of Corruptors. Yeah. He picked off, I think, 2 or 3 Brood Lords as well, which is quite nice. Yeah. And he forces ET
interesting. Who's going to see that in the north first? Okay. Storm it. Oh, too late. Yeah, that's the hard part. Like, storming is easy. Of course, you just click a button in a circle, but the range on High Templars is not very far. You got to get your army real close to storm something. And that's why, like, it may not look like much when the players are like storming and microing, but it is very hard to micro your High Templars to get that close in order to storm.
Yeah.
Step on the ladder for 5 minutes and let me know.
I'm kind of worried for ET. I feel like he's missing his own spellcaster units, whether it's Vipers or Infestors. I feel like he needs something against
exactly.
all of this. Like, Infestors with Neural to Neural the carriers would be nice. Something.
I mean, just Neural anything. Honestly, though, ETpwnHome has a nice bank. He's got he doesn't really have a nice worker count, but he does have a nice bank, and he can just trade here. I mean, Ravagers really don't cost much, and they're trading really good. He's got 3 Broods or 4 Broods there, and a bunch of Ravagers, and he just did some damage.
Yeah.
PattyMac struggling to max out.
Yeah, PattyMac.
ETpwnHome might actually take this, which is honestly crazy to me.
PattyMac's hurting. I mean, to be fair though, even though he has a lower supply, like, he is getting carriers, and carriers, like, they take a while, and they're beefy. So once they come out, like, they're gonna. Yeah.
This is a similar situation I think we've seen plenty of times. Like, the Zerg can win, but as time continues, as more carriers come out, PattyMac is very strong in the late game. But I think this is the first time we've really seen it in a long time. This is like the good old-fashioned counter. Like, this is the good old-fashioned, what I remember as late game PvZ. Counters, bases everywhere, a little field of... Oh, big storm's going down over here, and the battle's going down. There's a lot, you know, the forest of spore crawlers, and then you got the Brood Lords and Corruptors and the Queens here for transfuses. That's like the age-old. And now the map was split in half, but ETpwnHome was able to shut down all the bases, and ETpwnHome looks like he's going to win here.
Well,
if he can micro this army.
The problem is that he can't fight outside of range of these spores, so that's why, like, a game like this is going to take a while, because he needs to spread his creep and then slowly bring his spores forward to fight with the main army.
He's trying to go home right now. He's going to go all the way home. He should force a recall.
Yeah,
go into the natural and then force a recall. He doesn't even have any energy on this Viper.
And PattyMac, he just needs to buy time, because he needs that perfect Protoss army. He needs, like, the mothership, you know. He needs the mothership. He needs Tempest. He already has the carriers and High Templar. Yeah, he
can get a mothership, but I think he's too pressed for time right now. He wants more carriers out before he even tries to cloak anything.
Yeah.
Show me a mothership. There it is.
There it is. Finally, we have the mothership being morphed here. So, yeah, like, slowly.
What if you brought back the mothership core? I wish they had that unit in later game, though. Like, just being able to get one in the early game was crazy back then.
Yeah, it was dark times.
I don't even remember, like, you know, I wasn't super good, so I wasn't paying attention to what the meta was, but that was a pretty ridiculous unit to even have in the game. And now PattyMac's going in for a push, just clearing out the creep. You got Vipers. You need to start, abducting, get out of there.
Yeah.
kind of got to just keep doing this all day. He honestly should go back for more. But of course, he doesn't want to lose too much here.
Yeah, like, ET should be abusing the fact that there aren't very many Tempests. Like, when you're hunting carriers with Vipers, the scary thing are the Tempests because they can snipe Vipers because of how much range they have. Yeah. But because there are no Tempests, like, you can totally, like, fly around and try and pick off, like, units here and there. ET, I think he's playing a little bit too scared.
Yeah. I like this, though. This is probably one of the better late games EVPs we've seen. Maybe one of the only late games EVPs. We don't really get to the state of the game too much.
Yeah.
It was just very expensive to attack into as ETpwnHome. Like, you're just losing interceptors for free.
Yeah, but, you know, he has to do something, right? And
wow, that was cool. He got feedback as he was abducting, so he took out the remaining energy after the abduct, but he accidentally
the feedbacks get to
oh
the
my
Vipers.
god, perfect feedbacks and target fires from PattyMac. And as you can see here, folks, that is exactly what separates the good players from the great ones. Storm should come down shortly here.
There it is.
He's got to jump right on top of the army.
He storms, the mothership goes down, but there's still a lot of
carriers. He's gonna win. Yeah, the Broodlords took out all of the High Templars, and now there's nothing here for PattyMac. And ETpwnHome showed you how you play a late game PvZ, ladies and gentlemen. He's not target firing. He needs a target fire. Oh god.
He needs to focus
on
the carriers.
Target fire. Yeah. But even with the reinforcements, he can instantly remax 6 more Corruptors out, and we're gonna go into game number 3.
Yo, are we gonna have ET push through into the finals?
No way. No way.
Are we gonna see ET in the finals?
PattyMac's super good. He's just playing weird. I don't know why he's playing the way he's playing right now.
Well, to be fair, he was playing against something that was weird. Like, this all kind of kicked off when he scouted the Greater Spire, and he's like, oh. And then he, like, pushes in with a bunch of Blink Stalkers. And he was dealing a lot of damage. He was doing good, but he needed to end the game then and there. And he just couldn't. He just couldn't push into the third.
He was scurry. He was being scared. He should have just pounced, done more damage. But it's possible to tell. You know, you can't see the whole map. So,
yeah.
Unfortunate. But, you know, I believe in PattyMac. You know, we all lose a map here and there to someone who we shouldn't.
I mean, you know, you say that, but like ET, he did play that well. Like he went for
really
his
well.
style.
Like that. I've never seen ETpwnHome play in the late game like that. I believe, and that was a good late game.
Yeah.
I think ET does this a lot on the ladder or wherever he's practicing. That was sick. That was really good to play there. Like, I could never.
I mean, it does feel like a little bit of a risky, interesting style where you take up to Greater Spire really quickly, and as long as you survive long enough, then you're where you need to be, you know?
Yeah, like Brood. It's honestly like they had. I'll get into it after this. Let's get into intros first. Spawning right here in the bottom right-hand corner is the mythical man himself, playing for Exxon Gaming with the crazy micro and control that we saw in that late game. PvZ, I'm sorry. It is none other than ETpwnHome. His micro is as sick as his name.
And spawning in the top left-hand corner of Nightshade LE, we have the American Protoss player representing Risen from the Ghostu. It is PattyMac.
I forgot what I was supposed to talk about. What I was talking about, actually.
God damn.
Completely blanked on it.
We were talking about how ET, like, his style was to quickly take up to like Hive and already have Broodlords by the time, you know, we got into the mid game. I don't know if that triggered something. You remember?
I was hoping it would, but it did not. We were talking about ETpwnHome, and I was gonna talk about something about his play. I don't know.
Something about his play.
Yeah. But point is, we don't really see that late game play. Like, I don't see it that often. And it's cool to see how it should be played. I usually lose in that position.
Yeah, definitely. It was really cool to see. And that was, I'm pretty sure, the longest game we've seen from ETpwnHome. So yeah, it's cool to see that, you know, he has that kind of up his sleeve.
And against someone like PattyMac, that's ridiculous.
Definitely.
It's been a weird day for this tournament.
Yeah.
As far as statistically, like statistics are changing.
Yeah. And as a couple of people pointing out about like carriers kind of being bad, like again, when it comes to PattyMac's army composition, he definitely was missing Tempest. Like you need Tempest.
I remember what I was gonna say. I was gonna say they kind of had like same armies. Like what you want to have as a Protoss is like ideally you want to have like carriers and Tempest, and then maybe some Archons and some Storms underneath, or Immortals. And then as a Zerg, you wanted Corruptors and Broodlords with some Ravagers and Roaches underneath. And it was crazy because at the end of there, even though they had similar armies, you know, ETpwnHome just had so much army, and at the end he had Lings left over. Like he just had Lings sitting in his main base for like the last 10 minutes of that game.
Yeah,
he didn't even bother to send him out as like counter attacks or anything. Just like at the very end of the game, you saw him pull up as the carriers were going down.
Yeah. I think what was impressive that we kind of glossed over was that ET was kind of starving out PattyMac in that, like, with a lot of Ling run bys. Yeah, that's true. He did have a lot of Ling run bys until like he got in that main engagement. Then he's like, oh, I don't need the Ling run by. I just got to hold it home and I'm good. Yo, we were talking towards the end. PattyMac, that first, yep. Interesting. Was it scouted? It was, right? It was. It was scouted. Yeah. That's unfortunate. I knew it too. PattyMac was like gonna wait to save this till the finals, but obviously he's down a map here, so he's busting out the crazy moves here, which is pretty sick. I do enjoy that. That's actually really smart of him, but that's crazy. ETpwnHome, what are the Yahtzee scouts at? Who sends their overlord there? He only sent one overlord, and it was directly to that part of the map. Yeah. He didn't put it at that little high point that you normally put it in front of the Protoss's base. That was the next level. We'll see if it even matters. We've seen players scout Glaive Adepts and still fall anyway, so... Yeah. I'm pretty sure it was the PattyMac yesterday. No, I don't remember who it was, but it's a thing. It happens. It does. It does happen. It is pretty hard. It's pretty difficult to hold. So we'll see how committed this Adept pressure is, how far PattyMac goes. One roach coming up. Yeah, lost already. We'll see what ETpwnHome has. We'll see if he throws down any spines. He's throwing down a couple of spores actually in all his bases. I don't know if that's the right call. Okay, he's got 6 roaches also. I think he should be fine. One thing that's really popular, whether you go whatever opener you go, I think actually it works good with glaives. A lot of people will go into DTs because normally you skip the spore crawlers when you see DTs to get more roaches and roach speed and a layer. And once you have the layer out, you can get an overseer. But I guess ETpwnHome wasn't expecting it. He got roaches out. He has no layer, so he does need detection in case of the DTs. Which kind of hurts because now you got to invest 300 into that. Yeah, I was gonna say that if you go in and if you scout the Twilight Council, DTs are a possibility, like straight up, like Dark Shrine can be on the way as well. So you do need detection. Yeah. Yo, is this third gonna go down? Yeah. DTs are gonna come out when you expect them not to come out. Yeah. Like if 100 games you defend DTs and one game you decide not to, you're gonna lose that game to DTs. But yeah, I mean, like we were saying, it is very hard to defend this once the the adepts get in a high number. Yeah. They can take out a base. They can one-shot roaches, queens, you name it. Queens, roaches, bases, nobody's safe. No one's safe. Hide your roaches. Yeah. No one's safe. Like you would have never said this 2 years ago, but no one is safe from the wrath of the adepts. I mean, when adepts first came out, adepts were just like they're drone snipers. That's all they've ever been. The little unit that could. You know, not many had faith in the adept, but the adept said, "I will be great," and then Blizzard Balance said, "We'll give them resonating glaives." I mean, glaives used to be even more insane. Where they used to bounce. Yeah, I don't know if you remember. Yeah. That was ridiculous. But it didn't. From what I remember, it didn't really wasn't like the glaive adepts are right now. You know, like glaive adepts right now. I think they made it stronger and not bounce, and then they recently changed the upgrade. Actually, resonating glaives is a new upgrade, isn't it? Relatively new, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
it did get tweaked, and here we have, again, like, PattyMac, he commits to this, he kills the third base, then he backs out. Like, he recalled a bunch of his adepts, like, he saved most of them.
Oh, nice. He's got immortals. I was going to say he needs some defense back at home because the roaches are on the move, but it's good. As the roaches move out, he didn't recall the Warp Prism. He's leaving it there for the counterattack because it is possible that he might lose his third base. He's not going to cancel it. He's going to have the adepts here still, though, which is good. He should kill that creep tuber.
Yeah, it looks like everything's coming home,
I think
actually.
PattyMac can hold this. I think PattyMac can hold this easy with 3 immortals.
Oh, yeah, he can definitely hold this.
The base.
Yeah,
He's like, you're on 2 bases. I have no need to get a third and saturate it. If we're both on 2 bases, I win.
I guess he didn't want to risk, like, trying to fight and hold his third.
Yeah.
I do think he could have, especially with the amount of immortals that he has, but instead decides to play a little bit
But he doesn't really
safer.
have a way of knowing that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You know, Eggs has some fans here that are waiting for him.
Of course, yeah. Eggs, one of the best Latin American Zerg players. Has to be careful with that Warp Prism, almost gets taken out.
Yeah, but this is, honestly, these adepts, like anything he gets right now is just adding to his lead. He's still ahead in workers. Now they're even on bases. Creep is non-existent here. Creep has gone extinct.
Yeah, there's no more creep
Right along
anymore.
with the infested Terran. Creep and infested Terran are all extinct now.
There's a decent amount of Roach Ravager, but I think I don't know if ET has enough. Oh, the Bios land.
That's the game. Yeah, he's just taking the bios. He's like, screw him, man. I'll eat him. I'll eat him for breakfast or lunch, depending on what time zone you're in. This is Nightshade, so I assume it's dinner. These are the technicalities that we as casters must learn.
Yeah.
Say Zergling dinner or lunch. It is a dinner. Corrosive Biles coming down. No need for force fields. He actually blinks out of the way and then force fields, allowing a lot of units to go down. Corrosive Biles are landing, but it's not enough. These adepts are tanking all the shots.
Yeah.
He doesn't even need force fields. Blinks forward, and no immortals have really gone down yet at all, and he's still got 3 or 4. As I say that, one, oh my god, there's one immortal back there.
So close.
With such little, it has one hit point left, and 6 kills on it.
And with that blink, the Ravagers are gonna fall.
Yeah.
The third is gonna fall. There are a bunch of queens. They're a little bit out of position, and
he should blink on these overlords. Is he gonna go home? That's such a, that's such a respectable move there. He's like, I already won. I'm gonna go home. But no, of course not. Why would you go home? It's like you won. He's
rotating around. He should continue to apply pressure. There's nothing to really
one
push
blink
away.
and it's all over. If you blink, you might miss it. Get it? Because he blinks. You can blink for win. Yeah. No. No, yeah.
Steel would like that one. God damn.
Yeah. Steel would feel that one. That was an old man joke. There it is. He did it. He did the blink.
He blinked forward.
Blink for the win. Now it's a well-fought fight, but ETpwnHome just doing everything because this is his one and only chance here that I believe he'll have in a long time to win himself a tournament, and he's not going to give up very easily, even though it is looking pretty rough. They are just about even on workers, so if he can survive this, he could come back because he is getting the third base, but there's no way he can't produce the army as fast as PattyMac can. And GG, well played. Good luck in the finals. What a nice guy. ETpwnHome is not able to secure it, and his opponent, PattyMac, for Risen from the Gosu Gaming, is now going to go up against Cosmos Gaming's Eggs. Emphasis on the GGs for the finals here. But I don't know if you guys are familiar here, but given that it is the finals now, doesn't that mean we do some sort of giveaway or something?
It does. Look at that. I didn't even need to remind you this time. You're already on point.
Yeah. I'm on point. I remember there's giveaways. This is a fun portion. The fun portion where we get to give away free money. So, yeah, I guess Light will get to it and I'll explain it. In this tournament, we have a payout system in which more than one person or 2 people gets paid. So the highest NA player gets a $10 bonus. The the highest Latin American player gets a $10 bonus, and we give away $10 bonus to a random participant. This is a raffle, and to enter the raffle, you have to play in the tournament. And so Light inputs all the names of the players, besides the people who got walkovers, which I believe was only one. Put all the names in. Wait, so if you forfeit, do you still get put in?
I think Sinner still gets put in, even though he forfeited.
Yeah. He played kind of far into it, so he deserved it. But anyways, yeah, so all the names get put in, and then the machine randomly generates one winner, and that is the random player who gets $10 just for showing up. Could be a nobody, could be a somebody, could be diamond, could be platinum, could be GM.
Yeah, could be.
The world will find out.
Anyone. Could be literally anyone. As long as they played.
Yeah, as long as they played. And yeah, I believe for this tournament, as far as like first place goes, I don't know how much money they get. It's not listed. I think it went up to like $100 now or something, maybe $50. $100 total, 50 to first place maybe.
I'm not sure if there's been a change, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that the random raffle is still 10 USD question mark.
Yeah, it says the raffle is 10 for the highest NA, but I don't know what regular like first place gets.
Yeah.
They used to say on NA, they don't say anymore, but regardless, how are you supposed to know?
Exactly. All right,
they are also getting points. Oh, my bad. They're getting points for the Battle of the America leaderboard, which goes towards the Super Series playoff qualification, which is a $1,500 tournament.
Yes. It will be the end of year tournament. It's basically like the OSC equivalent of BlizzCon.
Yeah. Are we gonna cast that?
We could cast it. You know, it's still a ways away, but we will probably cast at least the the Battle of the Americas portion of it. Yeah. It'll be cool to see.
Putting in work. But speaking of putting in work, here's free money to someone who hasn't put in any work, or maybe they have. Who knows? But we're gonna give it away.
Yeah, we'll see. Are
the people ready?
This week we have 23 names ready, 23 participants who are eligible for this raffle. And
that sounds like a lot of people are missing out on the opportunity to win free money. You guys should sign up next week.
Yeah. We've had pretty big brackets. We've had pretty big brackets.
Yeah. We have. And a lot of random winners. Like I think we've had diamond and platinum winners.
So I've hit the random button. We have our winner, and oh my god, guess who it is? It's your boy.
Who is it?
We just casted him. No.
Oh, no way. ETpwnHome?
Yeah, you go.
Oh man, that's cool. ETpwnHome. Congratulations. You deserve it, man. You've been showing up and playing for months and months, and congrats to you, man. There you go. See, sometimes it's someone who deserves it. Well, I guess I feel like everyone could always deserve $10, you know? Everyone deserves it, but man, ETpwnHome's been showing up, and that's cool, you know? This is his one chance to win the tournament. Now, he didn't win. Mm-hmm. He finished in fourth place, question mark, but he gets money. That's sick.
Yeah.
I think I would say ETpwnHome got third place because he took one game off of PattyMac, and Dark Unname took 0 games off of Eggs, in my opinion.
Yeah. Everyone's celebrating in the chat. PattyMac's like, yeah, he deserves it. Like, good job.
Yeah. Everyone like, yeah, he deserved it.
Darking's like,
does he?
Dark Unnamed is crying in Bolivian.
They're crying in Bolivian. That's hilarious. All right, so PattyMac he just said BRB. He probably should have BRB'd while we were doing the raffle. ETpwnHome says he shows up once in a blue moon. He's here pretty darn often.
Yeah, I mean, he's here long enough that, you know, we recognize him. We've seen him enough here. And
to be fair, we have done a lot of these, but I mean, I guess it's number 15. That's a lot of weeks for me. I haven't done 15 weeks of much of anything other than quarantine. It feels like now.
It's been almost half a year, man. We've been doing this since January.
Yeah, it's been a long time. You know, we're out here. CranKy Ducklings. They stream 7 days a week just about now. What is officially 7 days a week now if y'all are going to continue to cast the other events.
Yeah. It's It's not good. It's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
It's terrible for the casters and the production team, but it's great for you guys, the viewers.